Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This pick a card reading is going to take a look at that very sensitive place we can sometimes find ourselves in between the old and the new. So we're going to look at the in-between and see what we need to know about it. So if you have not as of yet chosen a card on the table, go ahead and do that now. There are timestamps down below where you can go to the portion of the video that's going to give you an up-close picture clip and video clip of the cards. And you can pause anywhere on that screen in order to give yourself more time to choose. There's meditation music there as well, so it'll allow you to relax into it. And let's say during your selection process, you feel led to pick more than one card on the table. By all means, please listen to your intuition. Use your own discernment. Choose more than one card on the table if you feel it necessary to give you the most out of your reading. These readings are timeless, right? So whether you watch at the upload time or sometime later down the road, whenever it's placed into your awareness and you feel an intuitive nudge to watch, there indeed may be a message here for you. Nonetheless, what I always say is that these readings are general. There's no way that I could possibly expect to connect with each and every person that watches, although I hope you manage to find a message here. But let's say in this particular instance, you watched the video, you realize maybe we're not connecting that way as reader to viewer and viewer to reader. That's totally okay. That happens sometimes, but before you leave my channel, what I always suggest is maybe take a second look at my playlist or my other videos there. I have so much variety of content. You might find something else that connects better for you instead if this particular reading does not connect for you that way. And let's say if all is said and done, maybe you've explored, you realize I'm not the reader for you. That's totally okay. I set the intention that the universe will guide you to the messages and confirmation that you need when you need it the most, because that's how the magic works. And I trust that the magic will guide and lead each and every one of us right and true. So with all that being said, Star Family, I will go ahead and leave you here and I will meet you directly at your reading of choice. Pile number 1, viewers, you chose the Perseverance card for your reading, and this card does have meaning. I will be sure to incorporate it into the reading as I get more cards on the table for you. I did shuffle for all of them that you have chosen from as well, just to let you know. We're going to start with the tarot first, and what we're looking at for your reading is what is it that you need to know about that in-between space you may feel yourself in from the old into the new. A lot of times we're experiencing transitions, and it's the most uncomfortable spot to feel or be in is when we're not quite into the new yet. We know we're leaving the old, but we're not quite stepped fully into the new yet. So let's see what is it that Spirit needs you to know about this. Pile number 1, viewers. What do you need to know about this transition as you cross over from old energy into new? All right, there's 1, 2. Let's see if we can get one more. All right, 3. All right, so we have the 4 of Cups, the Ace of Swords. Look at that. Your breakthrough is coming. Your breakthrough with the Ace of Swords is coming, and that's what you need to know about this. So even though you might feel like with the 4 of Cups, nothing's happening, right? Everything is kind of bleh. That's that energy of the 4 of Cups. We're not really seeing a lot going on. 4s are numbers of stability. And when things are good, right, we want them to be stable. But when we're not feeling the greatest, or we want action, we want momentum, we want things to start happening sooner rather than later, the 4 energy doesn't always feel the best, because it's like, okay, can we get moving now, please? And the 4 energy kind of wants to keep you level and grounded and kind of in place for now. I always consider a lot of the 4s as non-action energies. So right now with the 4 of Cups, you may be feeling like nothing's happening, right? And I'm going to try my best to work around the lighting in the room right now. We may feel like nothing's happening and we want things to occur for us, but we're not really seeing much on the surface. Thing is, what I was trying to remind everybody with the 4 of Cups energy is that there is a blessing, there is a gift, there is new energy coming your way. You're just in that place where you can't see it yet. You might be focusing on the things you're kind of feeling bleh about, right? And dissatisfied with. And a lot of your energy might be focused on like what's happening right now that isn't, right? And it kind of feels like you need to like shift your perspective in a way, right, to kind of like adjust the energy or the emotional field or vibration that you're taking on right now, to expect it to come your way. Rather than focusing on what you're not physically seeing, sometimes we got to be a little delusional with ourselves in a good way, right? We have to trick our mind and activate literally our imagination to perceive and assume that good things are coming for us. So that's advice in that sense. But what Spirit is saying here is what you need to know about this shift and transition is, yes, you are feeling maybe a little stuck. Maybe you're not really seeing the results you want. Maybe you feel like nothing's happening. You're wondering if anything good is going to come of it. The thing is, with the Ace of Swords, there is a breakthrough on the other side of what you can't see right now. And you have a hidden Ace of Cups here, okay? And you have an Ace of Swords. So to me, that's kind of like double confirmation of new energy making its way to you. You also have the King of Wands, which is super confident, go-getter, ambitious. So this is also telling me you have the drive to keep pushing, despite the fact that maybe, you know, you're not really yielding or seeing the results you want at this time. But that doesn't mean you don't have the power to keep going, because you do. You have and you chose the Perseverance card. And yes, the journey to your goals, your wish, whatever it is that you're working towards or that you're desiring to come about, the journey there might feel like an uphill battle, because salmon do swim upstream, and they swim upstream in the most harshest like conditions sometimes to make their way to serve a purpose. So the thing is, I want to tell you, what you need to know about this also is you're not swimming against the current in vain. Okay, there's a grander purpose for the journey. Even though it's arduous, there's a grander purpose for the journey. The journey is part of the purpose. The journey is part of the whole thing. Like, you know, they say it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. Well, technically, yeah, it's part of the journey. And a lot of times as we're striving and pushing ourselves despite what we see or don't see happening around us, you know, that takes a lot of grit, grind, hustle, determination, obviously perseverance. The King of Wands definitely has that. You're standing here as a king of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And this is saying you have what it takes. So please, what you need to know about this is don't doubt the process. Don't doubt yourself along the journey, because you wouldn't be sitting very powerful as a King of Wands, let's say in this reading, if you didn't have the stamina that the King of Wands has, the courage, because it's fire, right? You wouldn't have the you wouldn't be sitting here as a King of Wands if you didn't have the stamina and the courage to see it through. Period. You're taking this journey to whatever it is that you have in mind, maybe a goal that you have or something you've been inspired to do with the King of Wands, because he's super creative energy. You're taking this journey towards this thing for a grander purpose than you probably can even understand right now. The reason why I say that is, again, because I'm going to go back to the salmon. The salmon swim upstream to spawn. They swim upstream to mate, spawn, and bring new life to the world. And you have new energy trying to make its way here to you right now with the Ace of Swords. So as you're pushing, and it does feel like you're climbing uphill and swimming against the current, none of your effort, none of your trials and tribulations or adversity in the arriving at your goal was ever in vain. Please know that. Part of the journey was for a greater purpose than you can ever understand right now. And this is telling me that it will be revealed to you, your purpose, the reason for experiencing everything that you experienced. It'll be revealed to you when you arrive at the destination, okay, fulfilled. Like the salmon. Salmon doesn't know why he's swimming against the current in the opposite direction of the stream. All that he knows is that he has to. It's only when he arrives does he realize why he was led to swim that way. And that's the message here. Spirit inspired something within you, and you're going to only know the full extent of your fight to arrive at it once you get there. And then once you arrive, everything makes itself so clear. Ace of Swords, because it brings clarity, understanding, answers where you didn't have them. Epiphany moments, cuts through the clouds and confusion of your situation to show you what you needed to see all along. So your clarity, your moment of understanding and clarity is coming. Your breakthrough is coming, where you're going to finally see what it was all for. And in addition to that, it brings you truth, knowing, and a new beginning. So whatever you're experiencing right now is not all in vain. Even if you feel stuck and stagnant and feel like you can't see see the forest through the trees, none of this is in vain. So I want to, I guess, grab some flower oracle cards to get a little bit more understanding about this. A higher perspective is also what's coming, I feel, with the ace. All right. Whoa, look at that. Grounding. The beginning is where you need to be. And it seems like you're making your way there to that new beginning as we speak, even if with the Four of Cups, you don't quite feel like you are. I always say that the Four of Cups is an energy where it's like, I always remind everybody, just because you don't see it in your present doesn't mean it's not happening in your future. The future you is already living the dream that you are manifesting and creating right now. It's our 3D matrix reality that would try to talk us out of that or convince us out of that and keep us in that funky meh energy, right, of bleh. But let's see what else we can get. Another thing I want to say before I pull this card over is the King of Wands is telling me that it takes a certain type of courage to continue to keep moving forward based on the way that Spirit inspires you, despite the odds maybe stacked against you. And not everybody is cut out for that shit. Not everybody's cut out for that. So the fact that you're persevering and seeing through to the other side, right, says a lot about your character, about your determination, your grit, your drive, your ambition, and maybe even warrior spirit, because a lot of things, especially when it comes to a path, a certain path, mission that we wish to accomplish, again, the salmon, right? Some missions just aren't for the faint of heart. They just aren't. Some missions are only left to people who have that kind of warrior spirit. So even if you've been struggling, you've gone through so much adversity and you're ready to let this adversity go, you're waiting for your breakthrough, you want your period of ease. I think we all do, damn it. I think we all do. There's some of us out here who have been literally fighting our whole damn lives, right? And this is saying, like, you want your ease. And Spirit is saying here, you will have your reward. And that's what you need to know. Again, like I said, King of Wands is showing up like a King of Wands for a reason. He does not give up. He's not a quitter. And neither are you. So even though you might feel like that Four of Cups energy and it's just annoying as hell, okay, what you need to know is that your breakthrough, your new beginning is coming. All that adversity, stagnant energy, stuck energy is going to be fully lifted from you. And you will stand in your power. And you will have the fresh start that you're looking for to clear the path of any, with the Ace of Swords, any debris, clouds, confusion, anything lingering in your energy field that was holding you up. That's all, you're going to be free of all of that. Because again, the card says, the beginning is where you need to be. So stay grounded through the process of arriving at the new. because you're almost there. What? Look at that. Temperance. Isn't that healing? Isn't that the healing energy? The azalea. We have the nasturtium. I think that's how you say that. For grounding, right? It says grounding. And then we have balance and centered. Very similar energies that way. But at the same time, this is saying healing to me as well with the temperance energy. The healing that you've been seeking, the clarity that you've been seeking with the Ace of Swords. All of that is what you will find on the other side of this shift and transition you're experiencing. You're shifting out of that stuck, stagnant energy, and you're entering into this like fresh, new, clear state of being with the Ace of Swords, where you're going to have more confidence moving forward in your journey. Okay, so just try to stay grounded from now until then. Make sure you're maintaining your balance any which way possible. If there's anything out of balance, you got to rectify that and bring it back into center. Okay, with the Temperance card, you're doing that inner alchemy work of the Temperance as well by the looks of it. And you're going to arrive at your equilibrium. You're going to arrive at that inner harmony and balance that you're seeking. And that ease, right, that you want. So let's get a final oracle card here for you. This is the Priestess of Light Oracle, and this is the Victorian Romantic Tarot, if I didn't mention that already. Let's see, final oracle card. Pile number 1. Whoa, okay, hold on here. What? Touching earth, planting something new. Whoa. New energy. Again. It's a 12, right? So 1 plus 2 is 3, which is also an energy of creation. So let's see. Let's see what it says. By the way, the card is gorgeous. Let's just admire that for a second. All right, let's see what it says. I'm curious. All right, so it says, the law of cause and effect is always at work in your life. And this card is telling you to bring a greater consciousness to the casual seeds you are planting in your energetic field. The angel of the rainbow is sending a full spectrum of light and color to nourish your highest intentions and help them grow. And you can use her assistance to cultivate the destiny you desire. It's time to consider the garden of your dreams and take action that will produce beautiful blossoms and a bountiful harvest. Is there a new project you have yet to begin? An image or an idea just forming in your mind? The seeds of inspiration are blessings from the universe, and you are the gardener being called to bring them to fruition. Again, the purpose, the mission, the inspiration that you were given, right? Some missions, purposes, and inspirations to achieve from Spirit, because the Spirit plants the divine spark within us to pursue something, you know? And again, some of these things that we're inspired with aren't for the faint of heart. So this is saying here that these seeds of inspiration that Spirit has blessed you with, right? You're the gardener being called to bring them to fruition. You're the gardener or the soul that's meant to fulfill this for a purpose, like I said, that you can't even see maybe right now. Not everybody was given this plan. Not everybody was given this idea. Not everybody was given this inspiration. Like whatever inspiration it is that you're moving in the direction of was specifically blueprinted to you. You're the only one that Spirit, it feels like Spirit can fulfill it. Okay, let me go back. You're the only one that Spirit can experience it through. Does that make sense? I hope it does. All right, so let's see. Let's keep going. So it says, yeah. The seeds of inspiration are blessings from the universe, and you are the gardener being called to bring them to fruition. Right? Not for the faint of heart. Not everything is always going to be an easy journey to arrive at the fulfillment of the seed being planted, but this feeling is here, you were chosen for this, right? You were the vessel that Spirit wanted to fulfill it through, okay? Because we are the universe literally experiencing itself, right? But Anyhow, it says, on a practical level, this card can indicate some new or increasing activity in the natural world. You may be creating an actual garden for yourself, a place where you can draw on the peaceful energy of the earth. You may even consider opening a flower shop or pursuing a career in a field related to agriculture, horticulture, or the like. You may also find yourself volunteering to clean up the environment, plant trees, or help out our Mother Nature in some way. Always remember to plant the seeds of optimism, self-love, and belief in every goal and every area of your life. For out of that energetic garden grows expanding joy. Affirmation: I plant the seeds of my future in every present moment. I nourish my destiny with action and joyous expectations. Now, didn't I say that in the very, very beginning? Joyous expectations, it says, right? Sometimes we have to, I said the guidance was that we have to kind of like shift our energy to assumption and expectation. Because we can focus on what's not happening and then we get stuck there. Instead of shifting our energy to assume it's already on its way. So yeah, that totally makes sense that way. In regards to that very last line, it says again, with the affirmation, I nourish my destiny with action and joyous expectation. So expect that it's on its way, because the feeling is here it is. Okay, it is. So this is what I have for you, pile number 1 viewers. If you have feel in any way that this reading connects, resonates with you in some way, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. If you want to take it a step further to support what I do, perhaps maybe consider visiting me on Etsy. The link to my Etsy store is down below in the description box. Pay me a visit. I have handmade crystal jewelry there, Tektite crystals, amongst other things that I create by hand on my free time. So pay me a visit. Much love to you wherever you are. Be well, be safe, take care, and always keep shining. Pile number 2 viewers, you chose the transformation card, and this card does have meaning to it. I will be sure to incorporate it into the reading as I get more cards in the table. And I did shuffle for all the cards that you have chosen for your reading as well. I'm going to start with the Victorian Romantic Tarot. We are looking at that in-between space, right? From the old into the new. It's sometimes a very sensitive space to be in. It can feel very uncomfortable as we transition from the old energy into new. So we want to take a look at what is it that Spirit wants you to know about this transitionary period. Perhaps if that's what you're experiencing at this time, what to know as you leave this old energy behind and welcome in the new. So let's see. What is that Spirit needs you to know about this pile number 2 viewers? Whoa, oh, hold on. Okay, we have the Temperance. Some of you might be Sagittarius energy. Let's see here. What to know about this transitionary period as you leave the old and welcome in the new. Hold on. What was that? The World. Whoa. All right, let's see if we can get one more. Fascinating. 2 major arcana, by the way. All right. And the what? Oh my gosh. That is a lot of like major stuff going on, right? With the Tower, the World, and the Temperance. 3 majors all on the table for you, pile number 2 viewers. I kind of had a feeling when this card came out that it would be kind of impactful, because I'll explain why. Butterfly energy is. It is. It is what I call the strength in the struggle. I always tell the story of the butterfly. You'll hear this probably multiple times in my readings, but in case you're new, I hate to sound like I'm repeating myself, but in case you're new to the channel, the butterfly undergoes all kinds of different stages of transformation. But the very, very final stage, and this is what this is telling me, you're at the final stage of a major shift. And we do have the World card here to confirm it. But at the very end of their transformation, it's one of the toughest parts to experience before they push their way out into the world. The reason for that is, if you've ever watched a butterfly out in nature, right? You'll see them pushing themselves out of their cocoon. That is a fight. That's the fight of their life. Okay. This shift from the old into the new might feel like that to you. But a butterfly will push its way out, and you can't help it. So if you ever see a butterfly doing that, pushing its way out of its cocoon, please don't try to help it, because they need that fight. They need that struggle. As they're fighting and pushing their way out of the cocoon, it strengthens their wings. It actually gets the blood flowing to their wings. So that way, when they finally break free, they're able to fly. So this final stage of this cycle that you are closing out, it might feel like the fight of your life. But that is strength, right? In the struggle, you are gaining so much strength, fortitude, and resilience. So that way, when you conclude the cycle, you're ready to face the world and be the best version of yourself, the most beautiful, high vibe version of yourself, like the butterfly, fully expanded and flowing and flying free, right? So this is telling me that for some of you, this shift that you're coming out of, or this energy, old energy you're leaving, you were leaving it, or you're putting it behind you so you could be free, so you could be liberated of anything that would hold you back from flying and becoming your best self. That's what you need to know about this. You're undergoing a major change, metamorphosis at this time, transformation. Yes, we have it here. And what it's doing, it's breaking down with tower energy. It's breaking down all those false foundations of belief about yourself, about your world, about your place in it. You've undergone and have been going through an alchemy with the temperance, an inner alchemy of sorts, to heal and transmute and transform yourself. Transmute old energy and transform yourself into the version you're meant to be. I want to say to you so much, please have compassion for yourself. Please please be kind to yourself. Because it's not easy. And what you're experiencing right now, if it's been a tough transition, it definitely feels like, if it's been a tough transition, it's like not everybody can handle it, it feels like. But you have some kind of power and strength within you that is allowing you to get through it. And give yourself some love and respect, right? Like, give yourself some props for having what it takes to overcome and to transform and change aspects of self that have maybe been around for a very long time, that you are finally shedding, that don't really have any need. You don't have any need for these old facets of self, where you're going next, because this high vibe version of you are transforming into has no need for that low vibrational energy, mindsets or patterns, right? Because that's what the tower does. It cleans the slate, liberates you of paradigms, patterns, vibrations. They have to be broken down. They have to be dismantled so you can have a clean slate in order to build your future on. That false foundation of maybe everything that you were, like, that's all coming apart, and it's being dismantled so that way you can fly free, be liberated fully, and not have anything limiting you moving forward at all. The world is successfully bringing a healing chapter, transition, change, metamorphosis stage to a close finally. This is a major end of a cycle for you. And I want to say I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you, because it doesn't seem or feel like it was the easiest. Again, the feeling I had was the fight of your life in some way. And we can experience a lot of fights mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically, within our own mind, body, heart, and spirit. And what you need to know about this sensitive time between the old and to the new is that you will succeed. You are succeeding. You are doing the work and you're succeeding at it. Maybe it doesn't always feel like it, because it can feel very, with the tower energy, very tumultuous at times. The waves, right, of it at times can be super tumultuous. And even when it feels so up and down, as you cleanse away, right, and wash away all the old debris, even when you don't feel like you're healing or you're making gains or progress, Temperance and the world here is saying you are. This cycle is coming to a close. You have been doing the work and the healing. The butterfly energy over here of the transformation is even confirming to us that you have been succeeding at doing the work. Maybe the shadow work for some of you. This feels very spiritual, right? Spiritual energy that you've been working through, maybe mental, emotional healing as well. That's what this feels like with the 3 cards on the table, to be honest. But you are shifting in a way that's going to clean the slate and liberate you. You're not going to have anything holding you back or down anymore. You are going to find with the Temperance energy balance, healing, harmony, and I will even say peace within yourself. The one thing I want to say about the world energy is that sometimes with the world energy, we don't kind of like, everybody looks at it like success, and it's super successful energy. And it speaks of conclusions, yes. But I don't know if people really mention the fact that you went through a lot with the World card to get to that point. The journey, it was a hell of a journey. Think about it. You go through how many cards in the major arcana before you finally land at the World? You see? So these are archetypal energies that we experience along the journey before we arrive at the World card, which signals our completion of that journey and experience. But look at all the cards that you experienced, you know, and their energies along the way to arriving at it. So it's a hell of a trip. And not a lot of people talk about that. There's a lot of ups and downs along the way. The thing is that the world is saying here, it's a successful conclusion. Yes, you've been through it. Maybe been through the ringer a few times. On the path to closing this out and you know, putting it behind you. You've been through the ringer. But despite all the adversity perhaps that you've encountered along the way, you still have come to a successful conclusion. You've learned what you needed to learn. You've gained all the lessons along the way. You've healed, and you're still healing, but you're cleaning the slate. Tower. It's the universe, God, Creator, Spirit is assisting you to kind of break down these patterns, these walls, these paradigms, these thought processes, even things in your physical world that don't resonate with you anymore. You know, most of us, you know, we realize we have jobs that don't resonate with us, or places we live that don't resonate with us. Maybe even people, family, and friends that don't connect and resonate with us. Then the Tower comes in to show us these things. Show us these things for what they are and for what they aren't, so we can see things properly. And in the seeing of things properly for what they are and for what they aren't, it gives us perspective, and it helps us to shift our world in ways that are more authentic to us. And liberate us from those things that just aren't working for us anymore. So you are definitely seeing it through. So I want to say to you, hang in there, right? There might be with the Tower a few more bumps along the road, but it's nothing you can't handle. Because again, that last, sometimes I say the last trimester of a pregnancy is the hardest, right? Because you're pushing your way, you know, to the finish line. And sometimes the birthing pains are the worst before the new life arrives. You know, that same birthing process is very much like the butterfly pushing its way out of the cocoon. It's the toughest stage of a butterfly's journey. But that struggle, that fortitude, that resilience was character building to prepare you for the most beautiful, refined, fully faceted, highest version of you that you right now are in the process of becoming. So let's get a few cards here with the flowers, Language of Flowers Oracle for you, pile number 2, and then I'm going to grab a final Oracle card. Okay, we have 1, 2, let's see. Orange Blossom. Enthusiasm. The best can be here, believe it. The best can be here and now, believe it. This is telling me that the best is on its way. The best is coming. So even though you might be struggling with stuff to finish out or close out a difficult situation in your life or circumstance or journey in your life, this is saying the best is on its way. So believe it. Okay. And orange blossoms. I believe they are oranges themselves are a symbol of, if I believe correctly, prosperity and abundance, or am I confusing it with the peach? I think they're a symbol of prosperity and abundance. So good things, right? If I'm incorrect or in some way, I will put something up in the screen to let you know the orange symbolism. But this is saying to be enthusiastic. If you can try to shift your energy to some enthusiasm or be more enthusiastic, to know that you're completing this cycle, you're healing, you're putting this behind you, the situations that you're letting go of or you're being freed from with the Tower energy, you know, whether they be people, places, and things, or a job or something like that, whatever you're being freed from at this time, and you're in that weird in-between space, please know that you're being freed from it for a reason. And this is to put you on the path to your success and to help you out moving forward, to liberate you from something that wasn't in alignment with you anymore, so you can be the best version of yourself in this new chapter. So let's see. Insight. The answers are there for those who look. So you're going to get some insight here. Like I was saying with the Tower, when the Tower comes crumbling down and things get dismantled, we can see things for what they are, for what they aren't, especially after the dust settles. After the dust settles, we see why these things were kind of like dismantled or removed from our life. It does provide us insight so we can see why things needed to be that way. And we can, you know, see the full scope and perspective. And it allows us, when we see things for what they are and for what they aren't, it allows us to move forward. So you're going to get that insight as to why you've experienced what you've experienced, maybe in this last cycle of healing or closing out something in your journey. Because we have 2 cards of endings right here, the World and the Tower. So you're definitely going through a cycle of your life where you're bringing things to a close, but maybe some of you don't understand why it's happening the way it's happening. But Spirit is saying over here with the pitcher plant, you will get the answers that you need. You will get the insight that you seek. It will be revealed to you when the dust settles. So let's get a final oracle card here for you using the Priestess of Light. Okay. What? Death and rebirth, darkness to light. Oh my gosh, could that be any more confirming? Holy cow. Yeah. Absolutely. So you are entering the light. You are putting things behind you. You are leaving those things that aren't working out for you. Those are getting cleaned, like the slate being cleaned, so that way it's not an issue anymore. All that healing, right, has been transmuting the dark, perhaps, to help you reach the light with the Temperance. But let's see. Okay, so it says, this card indicates that a time of closure. Oh my gosh, World and Tower, right? And great transition is at hand. Holy cow, how confirming could this be? This may seem like a relatively minor event, or it may be something big, like the ending of a relationship, a job, or a long-time residence. The Tower, right? Because sometimes, you know, we have shakeups. Sometimes at the Tower, we have shakeups to wake up. But again, those shakeups to wake up, they're shifting and dismantling our foundation for a purpose that we can't always see in the moment. Whoa. Okay, so yeah, this is kind of weird and awesome at the same time. Yeah. Remember, however, that this card signifies important change, even out of the most difficult experience. Remember I was saying that struggle of the butterfly, how it's oftentimes very arduous. Okay. Sorry, I'm rambling, I know, but I'm like floored right now. Even out of the most difficult experience or the deepest darkness comes a new life filled with light and unexpected blessings. The Black Panther is a symbol of power through transformation. Although the Panthers here are intense, they bring the mystical message that you have the power to let go of your fear of the unknown. When you do so, you will come out of the darkness enlightened and wake up to a newly conscious life. Like I said, the shake up to wake up. Holy cow. It says the Panther priestess dressed in white comes to tame the difficult energies within this transition. Oh my gosh. Okay, you know what I'm like, anyhow, I'm just flabbergasted right now, but let's keep going, because it's just like everything is word for word. She carries the antler totem icon of clear perception. Insight. Okay, let's keep going. Clear perception, and she directs you to open your awareness to the new opportunities coming your way. Any change that may present itself should be considered from a spiritual point of view. Look within. Whether you're dealing with a lost job or the shifting or ending of a relationship, there is a deeper message or lesson in the experience. Trust in yourself and in your future, for you are stronger and more resourceful than you realize. Remember I was saying the strength in the struggle, it's preparing you for something else. Okay. Your personal power is charged with the energy of your eternal spirit. It will light the darkness and carry you forward into a truly wonderful new life. Like I was saying, fully expanded and beautiful, like the butterfly flying free. Affirmation: I turn to my eternal soul for power and direction. I fearlessly face the future. Okay, guys, I have nothing more to say. Like, this pretty much just word for word tied in beautifully. And I love when that happens. It never fails to surprise me. And yeah, it just makes me happy to see how confirming everything is. So if you feel, pile number 2 viewers, that this reading has helped and connected for you in some magical way, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. And if you want to take it a step further to support what I do here, please check me out on Etsy. The link to my Etsy store is down below in the description box. Pay me a visit. I have handmade crystal jewelry there, Tektite crystals, amongst other things that I create by hand as well on my free time. So much love to you wherever you are. Be well, be safe, take care, and always keep shining. Pile number 3 viewers, you chose the gift card, and this card does have meaning. I will be sure to incorporate it into the reading the further we get along. Also, I did shuffle for all of these that you choose from, so just to let you know. We're looking at what you need to know as you transition from the old into the new. Sometimes that weird in-between space, that liminal space that we can sometimes find ourselves in as we transition out of old energy into new, can be very uncomfortable. So I'm curious, to see what Spirit wants to share with you in regards to that, if you're resonating obviously with this topic. So that's why I'm doing this reading. But let's go ahead and see, what is it that you need to know about this in-between space as you transition from the old into the new? What do you need to know about this shift or change or transition that you're experiencing at this time? And by the way, I'm using the Victorian Romantic Tarot. So what is it that you need to know about this shift, change, transition, and this in-between space that you may find yourself feeling in? What is it that you need to know about it? All right, so we have 1, 2. See if we can get one more. And 3. Oh, wow. Okay, so we have the 8 of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles. What? And the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah. This is freaking awesome. Okay, so basically, what you need to know is that you are making progress. Knight of Pentacles is a card of progress, for one. It's sometimes can feel, yes, like slow, baby steps, methodical progress, but it's an energy that it's doing it right. It's doing it right on pace that is proper and meant for you, so that way there are no mistakes. Do you see? So even though you might feel like this change and transition is taking forever, the shift from the old into the new feels like it's dragging its feet, taking forever, it's really not. It's just happening at the pace that it's meant to for your highest good. If it were to happen any faster, okay, something might go awry, and Spirit doesn't want that, right? Spirit only wants the very, very best for you. So sometimes we can feel like that Knight of Pentacles energy. The beautiful thing is that you have 2 cards, 8 of Wands and Knight of Pentacles, showing the major headway and progress that you're making here. Even if at times you feel like it's going slow. It's in reality, it's on surface level, it may seem like that, but in actuality, 8 of Wands is saying you're going places. You're making so much headway in this sense. Knight of Pentacles is also an energy where it's like, it's setting itself, like the Knight of Pentacles is an energy that sets itself up in such a solid, stable way. So you are making solid, stable gains, one step in front of the other every day, in a way that is safe, secure, and grounded. There's no room for error with that energy. 8 of Wands is saying you're moving, you're going places, things are actually happening. And even though the energy that you might be feeling might feel like it's not, that's not actually the case. But just know that if it was taking time to progress, or you were taking time to progress out of this energy and shift into the new, it was all just to prepare you, set you up for stability. It had to happen at the pace that it was happening in order to protect you. But the feeling is here, things are going to start picking up. This is the energy it feels like you were feeling for some time, right? That things are just slow on the go. But 8 of Wands is saying things are picking up. Picking up to the point that shit's going down, right? In a good way. And you're going to feel the movement pretty soon. So I also want to say to you, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you prepared? Because the Knight of Pentacles is saying this was the pace that you were used to. Well, the pace is going to shift and change. That's what you need to know. The pace is going to pick up. Are you ready for this? I mean, this is what you wanted, right? You wanted things to, the kind of feeling is here, that's what you wanted. You wanted things to finally start happening. Well, they are. They're about to with the Eight of Wands. And are you ready for it? Because you're moving in the direction of your blessings. What's amazing here is you have the gift card and you have the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is confirming this gift energy, which is a blessing in itself. She is basking in her blessings. You're moving in the direction of your blessings. You're moving in the direction of your success. You're moving in the direction of your seeds, the seeds that you have planted being brought to fruition. Why do I say that? Because the Nine of Pentacles is surrounded by her blessing. She's dwelling and living amongst her blessing already materialized, manifested, and fulfilled. So the seeds that you have planted, for some of you, whether it be your goals, your ambitions, your projects, your desires for your life, right? Whatever they may be, it seems like it was a slow, on-the-go kind of journey to arriving at it, right? With the Knight of Pentacles. Again, but it had to happen at the pace that was going to be meant for you. It couldn't happen any quicker at, as you were experiencing it, because you were being set up in a way to secure it. So those seeds that you've been planting, those intentions, those manifestations, they might have been taking a while, but all in good time, right? So they say all in good time. Well, it seems like now is your time because you're moving in the direction of them securely with the Knight of Pentacles. You're moving in the direction of them with the Eight of Wands. You're traveling toward it right now with the Nine of Pentacles. To bask in it, to receive it, to dwell amongst it, and receive your blessings and your gifts. Those seeds that you've planted brought fully to fruition. I would say also, some of you might be traveling, Eight of Wands, receiving phone calls, emails, and texts unexpectedly out of nowhere, maybe, to help move you along in the direction of this, to assist you. But things are the pace is going to pick up. That's what you need to know about this in weird in-between space that you might find yourself in right now. That weird in-between space can feel like nothing's happening sometimes. And the Knight of Pentacles, right? It's called the slow-moving knight for a reason. He dots all his I's, crosses all his T's, and it's like the universe trying to say, I'm trying to do this right. I'm not gonna like set you up for failure. So it had to, the seeds that you planted they needed time to grow. They needed time to develop in a secure way. So that way you were prepared to receive it in a secure way. Eight of Wands, moving forward, you are making progress. Please know this. So even though you might feel like things are slow at the moment, that's not really the case. That is what you're seeing, maybe surface level, but in all actuality, the Eight of Wands is saying things are picking up and happening. You're about to receive the fruits of your labor. You're about to bask in your blessings. You're about to make moves and counter moves, money moves, maybe with the Nine of Pentacles and Eight of Wands. But the Nine of Pentacles is fully realized in herself, in her energy as an individual. It's a very independent energy. So you're being set up for your independence as well. And the beautiful thing about the Nine of Pentacles is her energy also symbolizes, the toil, the labor, the elbow grease that it took to arrive at this place of independence and self-sufficiency. She represents the fact that, she didn't really have a whole lot of help to boost her up to this point where she's basking in her blessings like it was all her. So the feeling is, give yourself some credit here. When you arrive at your blessings, give yourself a pat on the back. because you did it. You did this. You arrived at it. You achieved it. And it was all you. It's not like you had handouts. It's not like you had, you know, people clamoring to give you a leg up. You know, that's not that energy. She accomplishes it, right? The energy of the Knight of Pentacles is that she accomplishes it from her own grit and her own grind. So, yeah, you know, that's something to be proud of. Sheer determination, following and pursuing your passions. You're leaving something behind. The Eight of Wands is definitely moving towards something new. And the something new, look at the direction it's headed in. You have 2 cards of movement, because Knights represent movement, speed, action, momentum as well in regards to the suit that they represent. And it's a pentacle here, so it's earthly matters and material things. So I feel like this is you with the Eight of Wands literally moving in the direction of something materialized and manifested. The journey to arrive at it maybe hasn't been the easiest in a sense, because again, the slow moving, methodical, you know, energy of the Knight of Pentacles, it could feel like we're just dragging our way there, or we're dragging ourselves on our way there, but it's all purposeful to protect you, secure you, ground you, set you up for success. So what you need to know about this shift and change, transition from the old into the new, is that things are going to pick up quickly. You may be traveling. You may be receiving a lot of networking, phone calls, emails, texts, communication soon as well, to speed things along. But in general, things are happening. They're going to start picking up soon. You're being moved, literally, right? Look at the body language. This energy is facing this. Okay, you're moving in the direction of your blessings here. There's blessings on the other side of this energy that you currently find yourself in the middle of. Your blessings are on the other side of this in-between stage that you find yourself kind of waiting in, right? So let's grab the Language of Flowers cards for some more information, or maybe confirmation as well. Let's see. Just want 2 cards. The fruit, literal fruit of your labor over here with the Nine of Pentacles, right? And the gift card. Whoa. Okay, these gave me their face, so I will accept those. I'm going to put these back. And hold on, there's one here too that flipped over. Let's see. That's a lot, but let's see what it says. Fortitude, be brave and dig deep. Renewal, look at that. Time to begin again, stronger and better than ever. Yeah. Yeah, it's like the feeling is here, you're on the last leg of the journey here to arriving at your wish fulfilled, your gifts, your blessings, your success, even your goals achieved. You know, you got to dig deep for this last leg of the journey. Don't give up, right? Because you're being renewed, right? These things, it feels like here, it says time to begin again, stronger and better. Yeah, you will be stronger and more successful and secure after you get out of this weird transitionary period. You're being set up for success is the feeling here. You will be on the other side of it, stronger and better for it, fully renewed, as the card says, the Mexican marigold, right? Everlasting daisy. You've been built up for this, made strong. Look at that. Confidence, foxglove. Oh my gosh. Be what you want to see. Assume that you're already living it, you're already doing it, you're already experiencing it, because literally Spirit's trying to confirm to you that it's already yours. You're already headed in that direction. Have confidence in this last stage of the journey as you transition out of that old energy that felt slow, and methodical and like maybe where nothing was happening. Just have confidence that you are shifting out of that. And you are going to reach your success, because you can't, the feeling is here, you can't fail. Spirit was securing you to arrive at this success, these blessings, these goals achieved, these accomplishments, your independence, okay? And for you to just bask in your blessings, because again, you hustled, you dug deep, you were brave, and you kept pushing to arrive at this. So you deserve every single one of your blessings and your gifts fulfilled. Okay, your wishes and your dreams fulfilled. You deserve every single one of them. Okay, so we have the tuberose, desire, be certain of where you place your passion. Yeah, I mean, do we want it bad enough? If we're sure we want it, we're not going to give up on it. If we're sure we want it, we are going to be brave and we are going to dig deep, and we're not going to give up on what it is that we seek. We're not going to give up on the seeds that we planted, the intentions that we set, and that we've worked on in co-creation with Spirit to arrive at and dwell amongst with the Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, passionate energy is here with the Eight of Wands. This is about following your passions, being sure of what it is that you want, moving in the direction of those things. Even when things don't seem like anything's happening, you still move in the direction of them. So I don't think you're going to let anything slow your go at all. Just, again, know that there is progress to be had and seen very soon with the Eight of Wands. Probably suddenly and unexpectedly, it will come towards you. You'll arrive at it. Probably when you're not paying attention, the feeling is. But you are making so much progress, even when at times you don't feel like it. And Spirit wants to like confirm that to you. The seeds you have planted are going to bear fruit soon. And you will bask and dwell amongst these things materialized. All right, so let's see if we can get a final oracle card for you, pile number 3 viewers. The feeling is you're almost there. Hang in there, please. I don't know. I got like this, the feeling of a quick, like, turnaround. And that's that energy of the Eight of Wands, where it's like things are coming at you, towards you, or you are being catapulted and moved in the direction of them. Quickly, suddenly, unexpectedly, quick turnaround. Expect this renewal, expect a new beginning, this new beginning to be, again, you stronger and better, standing strong and secure. Yeah. So have confidence, because you are making headway. Final oracle card, pile number 3 viewers. Whoa, okay. Interesting. Let's see what it says. Hostilities, conflict, unrest. All right, that's interesting, but let's see. All right, let's see. Let's see how this applies. It says the priestess in this card kneels to the panther. There you go. Hold on. Kneels to the panther with her arms raised to the moon, drawing on the power of the light she holds in her hands. The panther is growling, baring its teeth in fierce protection, warning any intruders to beware. There may be a person or situation in your life that is abrasive or upsetting in some way, or perhaps something coming in the near future might make you feel defensive. Either way, this card is telling you to gather your resources and turn to the guidance of your own divine light and courage. Courage and confidence. Wait here. Okay, let's see what it says. Become more conscious of the people or situations zapping your energy or your sense of power. There may be a family member or a coworker or a draining obligation that has taken a toll on you, even if it has gone on for quite a while. Why does this feel like this is the energy you're leaving behind? Like anything that was taking a toll on you, anything that was not in alignment with you. Maybe you have, like it says, become more conscious of the people or situations zapping your energy. Maybe you have become more conscious of these things and have moved in a different direction away from them, therefore arriving at your independence as a result of it. But you making these shifts to kind of leave these conflicts and things that are out of alignment with you, to leave them behind, has actually set you up for your success in the future with the Nine of Pentacles. Do you see what I'm saying here? So I feel like this is what you were leaving behind. Maybe you were leaving behind conflicts, unrest, and resistance and hostilities behind you in preparation of now arriving at the things that are meant for you, the things that you have always wanted and intended. And sometimes to work through this energy here, it does take obviously fortitude, right? And confidence to stand up for yourself and what it is that you desire. Makes sense. And give yourself the renewal that you deserve and seek. Maybe that has to do with the changes you made or the transition that you're experiencing. Part of the transition could be getting rid of all those things that don't align with you anymore. Building up your fortitude and your confidence. Following your passions and the way that you feel led with the Eight of Wands to seek your desire and give yourself the renewal and the independence and fortitude and blessings that you've always sought for yourself. So anyhow, let's keep going. I think I lost my place. Even if it has gone on for a while, it's finally time to choose to protect yourself. Like I said, Knight of Pentacles, safe and secure, right? Safe and secure. Things were happening at a pace that was going to be right for you to secure you in order to safely arrive at your blessings with the Nine of Pentacles. This choice may cause others to be upset or even hostile. You may be tempted to diffuse the conflict by giving in, but the old unhealthy pattern must be resisted. You don't have to give into the habits of fear anymore. I think that's what you're leaving behind. I think that's part of what the change and transition is. You leaving those patterns and fears behind. It says, so don't shy away from conflict or unrest. You deserve to act on your behalf or in the direction of your desires, right? Be brave in the face of confrontation. Look at that. Be brave and dig deep. Okay. Literally confirmation right there. Be brave in the face of confrontation. And know that you are capable of seeing it through to the other side. Yes, I mentioned that too. All right, like with the Nine of Pentacles. That takes toil, labor, grit, determination. No one helped her, right, to arrive at that energy of the Nine of Pentacles where she's basking in her blessing. She did it on her own. Yeah, that makes sense. You're capable, absolutely, just like the Nine of Pentacles person. And you're capable of seeing it through to the other side. And what's on the other side is your blessings. But let's see. You have the fierce determination and strength of the panther within you, and the light of the divine, and the light of divine assistance is always on hand. Affirmation, I'm strong and resourceful in any situation. Yep, that would be her. And that would also be resourceful, would also be the Knight of Pentacles. So I am strong and resourceful in any situations. I believe in myself and in my ability to take charge. Yes, Nine of Pentacles, that's what she does. She's a boss. She takes charge of her life. She takes charge and moves in the direction of her desires, her goals, and achieves them. She doesn't hold back. That's a beautiful energy to have. You know, that's, I mean, it's that determination that gets you to that success, that helps you arrive at that, that doesn't let you give up until you achieve it. Okay, so yeah, and if you're stubborn, right, that helps a little bit too, because it's like you're not going to give up on yourself. You're going to see it through. So see this transition through to the other side. What's awaiting you on the other side of it is your blessings, your gifts fulfilled, your manifestations and intentions materialized, obviously. Yeah, and it may have taken for you to leave a lot of shit basically behind in order to continue to push forward and through to see it through to the other side. You know, you might have had to let go of hostilities, difficult energy, people, places, things, situations that no longer align with the results or the outcome that you've been setting your intention to achieve. So with all that being said, Star Family, choosing number 3, I will leave you here. This is your reading. If you feel that this has helped and connected for you in some magical way, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. If you want to take it a step further to support what I do here, check me out on Etsy. The link to my Etsy store is down below in the description box. Pay me a visit at the store at any time. I have a lot of cool handmade crystal jewelry there that I make by hand, powerful Tektite crystals, and other creations when I get a chance. So much love to you wherever you are. Be safe, be well, take care, and always keep shining.